Hello and welcome to Benue Television News at 9. My name is Mercy Upa. The headlines. Governor Hyacinth earlier appreciates Benue people for not joining a nationwide protest. Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy laments destruction of Digital Innovation Park in Kano, and from the foreign scene, court sentences a former Guinea military ruler to 20 years in prison. Governor Hyacinth earlier has directed the chairman of Benue State Independent Electoral Commission, BSEC, Dr. John Chin, to immediately hand over to the administrative secretary of the commission. The governor's directive followed communication of resolutions from the Benue State House of Assembly. According to a press release by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Tesokula, the resolutions include, amongst others, that the chairman of the commission, Dr. John Chin, be removed from office. According to the release, the Assembly accused the BSEC chairman of lacking good judgment, as to which decision will appeal to the greater majority of all stakeholders, and also that his actions so far in office fall short of public interest. Recall that the BSEC chairman was inaugurated alongside other members of the commission on March 28, 2024. Governor Hyacinth earlier sends his warm appreciation to the people of Benue State for heeding to his call not to join the nationwide protest. In a press statement, his Chief Press Secretary Sokola says the governor is particularly happy with the organized labor, trade unions, civil society organizations, the youth and other groups in the state for keeping to their word not to participate. Malia says the decision of the people to share the protest in the state demonstrates their firm belief in the policies of the APC-led administration in the country, saying it is an indication that the people are willing to give the government more time to improve on their welfare. The governor equally assures the people of the state of President Bola Tinubu's unflinching love for Benue, stating that the numerous projects embarked upon by his administration across the length and breadth of the state are as a result of the support and cordial relationship his administration has enjoyed from the Tinubu-led federal government. He promises to continue to do his best to provide good governance, maintaining that it is only the way he would justify the trust placed in him by the people of Benue. The state chief executive implores the people to continue to remain peaceful, going about their normal businesses throughout the period. Makudi, the Benue's sign of protest has been speculated on social media. Our correspondent Marty Kulona and Edosu Duku, who went around the state capital, observed normal economic activities, a vehicular movement with no security agents in sight on the streets. Residents who spoke off camera to Benue Television, however, lamented the plight of the masses as a result of the fuel subsidy removal. The people called on governments to revisit the subsidy removal and stabilize the economy to reduce the hardship that was causing the proposed nationwide protest. As at the time of this report, the report said everyone seemed to be going about their lawful businesses and could be seen moving about peacefully. However, one of the major markets in the state capital, the Makudi Modern Market, was under lock and key. Local sources said the closure was not to join the protest but guard against eventualities. According to the manager, Tehimba Akbilan, the Commissioner for Industry, Trade and Investment, Mr. Manasseh Upin, to avoid the activities of hoodlums who may want to take advantage of the situation. The popular Uruku market in the state capital, on the other hand, observed normal business activities. Youths in Benue State, by their actions, seem to have heeded to the directive of the Benue State Governor, Reverend Father Hyacinth, earlier to not join the protest, as government was doing something to attend to the welfare of the people. Situation reports from other states indicates that the protest turned sour as lives and property were badly affected.
I have closed the market for the day, following the directives of the Honorable Commissioner of Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, that the market should remain closed. So the gates have remained closed from 6 a.m. I called them when there was agitation to come into the market. And I put it across to them that the closure of the market is in their own interest to safeguard their own items, property in the market. And it went down well with them. They were very happy.
The protest here in Benue is very calm, and our governor is doing well. So we Benue people, we didn't see any need of protesting.
We really thank the governor, Ali Hyacinth. He tried a lot, honestly. We didn't expect, even in the month, the time when they come out was fear a bit. To God be the glory, no any trouble, nothing, everywhere soft and fresh. As normal market with the day before, I saw everything there up to now. Nobody disturb us with the sale as usual. So we really thank the excellency. He's tried a lot.
Thank you, Matthew Colonna, and today's studio for going round and breaking us that update. We'll go for a break. When we return, we'll bring you more reports. Please stay with us.
Benue Fashion Show Season 3 is here.
It's that time of the year for fashion designers, entrepreneurs.
Welcome back from that break. Because the watch is at 9. Governor Hyacinth sends his heartfelt condolences to the family, the Tiv Area Traditional Council, the good people of Jichira, and the entire Benue people of Benue State over the death of the two Jichira, His Royal Highness Clement Barifa Ugandin. According to a press release by the Chief Secretary to the Governor, Tesokola, the traditional ruler died in a London hospital on Thursday, July 25, 2024. The governor describes the death of the two Jichira as sad, stating that death has not only robbed the Jichira and Tiv nation, but has also deprived the people of his positive contributions and wise counsel as a traditional ruler, father, and opinion leader. He, however, acknowledges Chief Ugandin's great contributions towards conflict resolutions and the preservation of the customs and traditions of the people, while he was the chairman of Jichira Intermediate Area Traditional Council, saying his wise counsel will be missed. To God to receive his soul, comfort his family, the Jichira people, and the entire people of the state. Benue State Investment and Property Company BIPC has described as an honor the upgrading of the credit-worthy status of Benue State to highly acceptable standard. Managing Director of BIPC, Dr. Raymond Smakaha, announced this following the company's receipt of Benue's upgraded status by the reputable global credit rating agency, Fitch Ratings, based in the United Kingdom. Dr. Asmakaha notes that this rating reflects the assessment by Fitch, which makes Benue State creditworthy and highlights its ability to meet financial obligations. He explains that a rating grade offers numerous benefits and opportunities for Benue State to attract potential investors, encourage economic development, and build sustainable partnership, which will consequently bring positive impact on its economy and that of Nigeria. An organization known as Fitch Rating has revised the outlook of Benue State's long-term issuer default rating IDR to positive from a stable and a firm status. According to Fitch Rating, Benue's initial rating tagged issuer default ratings IDRs had aligned with Nigeria's B positive, which represented standalone credit profile as a CP and reflected Benue's volatile operating balance and rising adjustments. The BIPC chief executive attributes these developments to commitments on the part of Governor Hyacinth efforts towards implementing sound fiscal policies, promoting transparency and fostering economic growth. The Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Boshin Tijani, has lamented the destruction of a technology hub in Kanu just days before its scheduled launch. Well, the Digital Innovation Park, designed to support Niger program, was reportedly set ablaze and looted during the hunger protest on Thursday. Tijani expressed sadness over the destruction of the Digital Innovation Park slated for launch next week. Benue television reports that the incident occurred as part of wider unrest in Kano, where protesters targeted the yet-to-be-commissioned Nigeria Communication Commission Industrial Park. Tijani highlighted the immediate impacts of this destruction on planned initiatives, saying alongside the Technical Talent Accelerator Program, the building is set to host the Build-a-Turn Holiday Maker program for secondary school kids starting next week. The minister characterized the damage as a setback for the journey to deepening the workforce for technology and creating job opportunities for youth. He added that millions of naira down have gone the drain as a result of the distraction. Benue Television News, and now will bring you updates from other parts of Nigeria still, but I'll be Welcome back from that break. You're still watching Benue Television News at 9. The Kano State Police Command has arrested 13 suspects for vandalizing vehicles at the Kano State High Court premises. The Commissioner of Police in the state, Sam Maldogul, said the suspects were apprehended at the court premises while carrying out the act. He said a proactive security measure is being implemented to ensure the safety of residents, both within and outside the metropolis. He disclosed that the police, in collaboration with other security agencies, are conducting intensive patrol to guarantee the safety of residents. They urged residents to cooperate with security personnel by providing intelligence information on any individual or groups found in possession of dangerous weapons. He said that this collaboration aims to maintain law and order in the state. In the face of the unrest arising from the end bad governance protests in Kano State, Governor 4 hours curfew in the state with immediate effect. The governor, who announced this while addressing newsmen at the Kano State Government House, said the action became necessary to ensure full protection of lives and properties in the state as hoodlums and thugs have hijacked the protest to embark on the looting and indiscriminate killing of innocent citizens. Governor Yusuf said all security agencies were directed to ensure full and immediate compliance. Recall that the protest, which started peacefully, later turned violent following activities of hoodlums and thugs. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Nyesom Wike, has again called on those protesting against President Bola Tinubu's administration to come for dialogue, saying government is ready to listen to them and walk them through some governance issues that they may not be privy to. Wike spoke on Thursday while presenting staff of office to 4 newly appointed chiefs, commending protesters in the FCT for being non-violent. Wike urged them to continue to resist those who will want to destroy the nation. He said Abuja, as the nation's capital, remained a precious asset to the country, noting that if the FCT is destroyed, it will have negative consequences on the entire country. The police in Abuja on Thursday debunked a viral video claiming that the Nyanyan Divisional Headquarters has been burnt, but a container compartment used at a checkpoint was touched. According to the FCT Police Command, the attempt to vandalize the Tipper Garage police post was foiled and the 4 suspects have been arrested. The Commissioner of Police, CP Bennett Igwe, while acknowledging the rights of residents to protect, frowns at destruction of public or police infrastructure. He said any violent protester arrested for destroying public property will be made to face the full wrath of the law. Benue Television News at now. Go for a break. For more updates, please stay with us. You're still watching Benue Television News at 9. On the foreign scene, a court in Guinea has sentenced former military leader Musa Camara to 20 years in prison for crimes against humanity. Guinea's criminal court announced its verdict after a 2-year trial over the leader's deadly suppression of an opposition rally at a stadium in the suburbs of the capital, Conakry, in 2009. Court in Guinea Musa Camara to 20 years in jail for crimes against humanity. Guinea's criminal court announced its verdict after a 2-year trial over the leader's deadly suppression of an opposition rally at a stadium in the suburbs of the capital, Conakry, in 2009. The court had announced that the charges, which included murder, rape, torture, and kidnapping, would be classified as crimes against humanity before sentencing Camara and 7 other military commanders. 4 other defendants were acquitted. More than 100 survivors and victims' relatives testified in the trial that started in 2022, more than a decade after members of Camara's presidential guard, soldiers, police, and militias committed the massacre. The court ordered compensation be paid to the victims, running from 200 million to 1.5 billion Guinea francs, which is about $23,000 to $174,000. Some of the victims' relatives lauded the verdict as justice at last, while others said the penalty freezing in November last year during an armed jailbreak, but later recaptured, was not enough. Human Rights Watch welcomed the judgment, saying the verdict put high-level perpetrators in Guinea and elsewhere on notice that justice can prevail. Defense lawyers had argued that reclassifying the charges as crimes against humanity on the day of the ruling would rob defendants of the opportunity to defend themselves. The first batch of F-16 jets have arrived Ukraine, according to Lithuania's Foreign Minister Gabrielius Landsbergis. This is part of efforts to help Kyiv rebuild its depleted air force. Ukraine has been eager to acquire F-16s built by Lockheed Martin because of their destructive power and global availability. The fighter jet is equipped with a 20mm cannon and can carry bombs, rockets, and missiles. Ukraine has been pushing its Western allies for F-16 critical in fighting back against the onslaught of missiles Russia has fired against it. The West has moved slowly towards providing the jet after previous concerns that arming Ukraine with advanced weaponry would further escalate the war with Russia. The U.S. has also been training Ukrainian pilots on how to fly the jet and has already graduated the first group of pilots on its operation. U.S. President Joe Biden authorized sending the U.S.-built warplanes to Ukraine in August 2023. That came after months of pressure from Kyiv and internal debate within the U.S. administration. Beijing, Denmark, the Netherlands, and Norway have committed to providing Ukraine with more than 60 planes. That number is dwarfed by the Russian jet fleet, which is estimated to be about 10 times larger. Ukrainian officials say they need at least 130 F-16 fighter jets to neutralize Russian air power. Hopes of finding missing people alive in India's Kerala state diminished as rescue workers continue to search through mud and rubbish after landslides set off by torrential rains killed at least 194 people. According to Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, the disaster was the worst in the southern state since deadly floods in 2018. More than 5,500 people have been rescued from hillside villages. Rescue work remains challenging with more rains in the disaster area. Nearly 40 bodies were found downstream after being swept some 30 kilometers down the Shalyar River from the area in Wayanad district where the main landslide occurred. Some 1,100 rescue personnel, helicopters and heavy equipment were involved in the operation. Images from the site showed rescue workers making their way through muck and flood waters while a land excavator was clearing. One of India's most popular tourist destinations is prone to heavy rains, flooding and landslides. The region hit by the landslides was forecast to get 204 millimeters of rainfall but ended up deluged by 572 millimeters over a period of 48 hours. India has witnessed extreme weather conditions in recent years, from torrential rain and floods to droughts and cyclones, blamed by some experts on climate change. And that's all of our package this morning, but before we go, here's a recap of the main stories. Governor Hyacinth Alia has appreciated Benue people for not joining nationwide protest. Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy has lamented destruction of Digital Innovation Park in Kano. Court has sentenced the former Guinea military ruler to 20 years in prison. My name is Mercy Upa. Thank you for watching. Local news will come up next. Bye for now.